Welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how you can animate overlay image on live camera video recording in Expo React Native for Android using CameraX and Media 3. So let's get started. So first I'll show you guys the output. Let me quickly mirror my device. Just give me a second. So here you can see this is my application open. So first it is asking me for camera permission. I'll just give it that. Then it is asking me for record audio permission. I'll give that as well. And okay, so the let me just improve the light in my room. Okay, so hopefully you can see the camera video recording now, and I am animating the overlay image. So now what I can do is I can just click on the start button and it will start recording the video for me. Now after, I'll just move my camera as well a little bit. Now after some time you can just click on the stop button. Now this video has been saved to external storage. Unfortunately I'm not able to play this video using the React Native video player or the Expo player. I'm not able to figure out what exactly the issue is. So in case if you are able to figure it out, do let me know in the comments. But the video is saved to external storage, so you can access the video by just going to the files app, videos, and I'll just play this particular video which we just have recorded, right? So here you can see the video which has just been recorded. So yeah, that's it. Let's see how to achieve this via code. So first you need to go to this particular URL over here. So I have already opened this inside my browser. Now there are different templates which you can follow. I'm using this blank TypeScript template. Okay, and so you can just create a Expo React Native application by running this particular command. It will ask you for your app name. Once that is done, you need to go to this particular URL because we need to write native code, so you need to have native code setup. So I have already have this setup. So first just come over here, select Android device, select development build. I am not using EAS. Select your own operating system. Then I have already installed Watchman, I have already installed Zulu, I have already set up Android Studio as well. So I'll simply scroll through this. You need to do all of this stuff. Then I have already set this path as well. Then I have already done this. Then you need to cd to your Expo React Native application and just run this particular command. So once you run this command, after that you need to run this command. So this will create the Android folder for you. So let me quickly show it to you. So this Android folder you should be able to see. Once that is done, you need to come to this particular URL and then run this particular command. So this will create an Expo module for us. So it will ask you some questions like what should be the module name and everything. Just click enter 3 times, and I have used everything as default. So just press enter, 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 and you should be able to see this modules, my modules been created as well. Okay. Now I'll just close this. So first you need to go to module, my module, go to src my module.type.ts, and here we are not passing any props, so I have commented this URL thing out, and instead of this onload event I have named it as on video taken. So these two things I have commented out. Everything was present by default. Okay, so this template might change in future, so don't worry too much about it. Once this is done, then you just need to go to the main Android folder, go to app, src, main, Android manifest.xml, and here I have added few permissions. So first one is this uses feature of Android hardware camera, then this record audio permission, and then this camera permission. We also require write external storage permission, but this was present by default when I created the Expo React Native application. In case if they decide to remove it from the future, make sure you add this permission as well. Then you can just close this down. You can just come to app.tsx. First let's see how to use it. So first these are all the imports. Okay, so here you can see I was trying to use the use video player as well from Expo video. If you want, you can install this dependency as well using npm install. Then here I have taken one state for video URL and one state for camera permission, and here I'm just checking whether the Android version is greater than 10 or not. And if platform is Android, and if Android version is greater than 10, we just request camera and record audio, else we request write external as well. And here I'm just checking whether all the permissions was granted or not, and if these permissions were granted, then we just change this particular state. Then inside use effect we just call request camera and storage permission. If camera permission is granted, then we just display this my module view, and here you can see once I get the video URL, I was just setting the state over here as well. In case camera permission is not granted, I just display camera permission not granted. So this is my code when I was trying to display the video view as well, but like I said, it was not working for me. but the video is recorded properly. I don't really know what the issue is, and these are all the styles for it. So I'll simply scroll through this. Yeah, feel free to pause the video and copy the styles. Alright, then you need to go to the Android folder. You need to go to build.gradle, and here inside dependencies you need to add camera core, camera 2, camera lifecycle, then camera view, camera video, media 3 effect, media 3 transformer, then media 3 effect, which is still this camera media 3 effect, which is still in alpha at the time of me recording this video, and this app compat dependency as well. Then you need to go to src Android, sorry, not Android. You need to, inside src main, you need to create a folder called res, and inside that create a folder called drawable, and inside drawable you can add whatever image you feel like. I am just using this particular image. Then you need to go to Java, Expo, modules, my modules. First go to mymodule.kt, simply scroll through this file, and you just need to comment this particular thing out as well as this out. And we had our own event, right, on video taken, so that's what I have added over here. Then you need to go to mymoduleview.kt. Firstly, there will be some default code related to web view. You can just delete that code. Now these are all the imports which you need to use, so I'll simply scroll through this file. Feel free to pause the video and just copy all these imports. Then here we have this event dispatcher of on video taken, which helps us to send data from native Android to Expo side. Then here we have our activity. This is the frame layout, this is the camera, preview, video capture, recording. Then here is our capture button, viewfinder, camera executor, process camera provider, here back facing lens. We set the layout params to our frame layout. We add our frame layout to our parent view. Then we set the layout params to our viewfinder as well. Then here we call install hierarchy filter, which I'll talk later more about it. Then we add the viewfinder to our frame layout. We set the text background color, text color as well as alpha for our capture button. Set the layout params, add a click listener, add our capture button to our frame layout as well. Then inside on attach to window, if we have the camera permission, then we just call setup camera. On detach from window, we shut down our camera executor as well as unbind our camera provider. Then here we have this install hierarchy filter. So this is basically a hack which we need to do. If you don't do this, you will just see a black screen. You will not see your live camera preview. If you want to learn more about it, you can just go to this particular URL over here. Then here we call setup camera, where we get hold of our camera provider feature. We add a listener, we get hold of our camera provider. Then we call bind camera use case. Then here we call capture video, where we get hold of our video capture. If the recording is not equal to null, we stop the recording and make it as null. Then we get the initialize simple date format for file name. Then we set the display name, MIME type as well as Android version pre by using content values. Then we do media store output options by setting in the content values. Then we do video capture dot output, prepare our recording. If the camera, and here we just check whether audio permission was granted or not. Then we start our recording. Once the recording is started, we just change the text as well as is enabled property of our capture button, and inside finalize, if there are no error, we send the URI of the captured video back to React Native side or Expo side. Then we close our recording in case if there are any errors and make it as null. And finally we just change the text as well as is enabled property of our button. This is just a helper method to check whether we have all the required permissions or not, and these are variables. Okay, and here inside bind camera use case, we get hold of our rotation. Then we initialize our camera provider. Here is our camera selector. We initialize our aspect ratio strategy, resolution selector. Then we initialize the preview view. We initialize our recorder. We initialize our video capture. Then inside use case group.builder, we add the preview use case as well as video capture use case. Then we initialize the media 3 effect. Then here we do immutable list.builder, passing in the texture overlay, and here we pass animated logo overlay. So this is a Kotlin file which I have created. I'll show you that shortly. Then we set the media 3 effect. We add the media 3 effect or use case group builder, unbind our camera provider, bind it to the life cycle, and finally set the camera object, and here we set the surface provider as well. Now finally coming back to this particular file, animated logo overlay.kt. Again, these are all the imports for it. Now I'll simply scroll through this file because I have copy pasted all this code from the Android GitHub source code. The only important thing which you need to remember is this should be the image name which you have added inside the drawable folder. Rest everything you can just copy paste it. So I'll simply scroll through this file. Here you can see we are initializing the keyframes as well. So yeah, I'll simply scroll through this. Feel free to pause the video and just copy all this code. So yeah, that's all there is to it. Thank you for watching. Bye.